Mr. Worldwide, we back, P5. I'm sorry, this is like my ninth take, and I'm just losing it. Anyways, we're back. This is the same track. These are the same cars that you saw in last video. Hell, this was a day after from the last video. I'm recording this a couple weeks later though. I've had a lot going on. I didn't really remember what happens most of this race, but we're gonna sit here, we're gonna vibe out, and we're gonna see just what unfolded. I know how it ends. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm sure the title spoils it, but you won't get to see. Anyways, we're coming up on this first corner. Y'all know me, I brake like a demon coming up on him, not even touching him. I did have PTSD from that purple car. I remember I was tripping. I was like, please don't hit me, bro. I was like, I just wanna fly by, please. But luckily we got through, so we're following these dudes, and at this point I'm realizing, okay, little P3 action. I'm not mad at it. I'm not the best at this corner, so I just wasn't trying to slide out. Wide went way too wide. So but it seemed to not give me any closer to him for some reason. But coming through this devil's corner, y'all already know I've been talking about this. Slides out at least one body every race. This corner gets one body every race. I've seen it every single time. That's why I call it the devil's corner. All right, anyways, now we're in P2. Now we're just feeling good, trying to follow through, trying to do anything we can to hopefully get P1, but I know I can't push too hard. Because I remember this race, I was like, this is just my warm-up race. It was the first race of the day after that win last night, so I was riding that high, and I was like, yeah, I can do this. Like, my braking zones felt so awful. Like, this race, when I jumped on, was in like 2 minutes, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll fucking race it. Like, that's why you see me just fuck up so many corners in the first couple laps. And right there, literally messed it up, gives Purple this chance to get up on me. He goes to the right of me to dive this corner. He got aggressive right there, and I remember got PTSD again, and I was like, nah, he's gonna ram me out. So I gave him so much space right here. Oh my god, that dude could have fucking built a house with how much space I give him. That was insane, and it gave Green a chance to get up on us. But luckily there was a crash. Not luckily, but there was a crash behind us. 2 hitting 211, causing 10 to tweak out because he just ain't got it in him. Look at him freaking out, trying to pull back onto the track, fucking up number 6 like a dickhead. You know, sometimes people just mess up and then they're just trying to get back on track really quick and mess up some other people's jazz. Look, if you crash, just stay still. Stay still until the track's clear, all right? Fucking dickheads, I swear to God. Anyways, following these dudes through, just trying to get something going. I dropped down to P3. I'm like, that's not good. I was trying to get P1, but there's still a lot of race left. That's all I'm thinking, because like y'all know, so I've been racing, you know, I've done quite a bit of races since I recorded this one, and in the next video y'all go to see my lines get a lot better. I ain't gonna spoil nothing, but let's just say, like, we upgraded, we done upgraded, like we're learning now. We're learning how to race, we're learning about lines, we're learning not to dive every fucking corner. Like, you know, right here, I thought I hit that dude though, real talk. Like, cause from my point of view right there, I was like, ah, damn, I just rammed into the back of him. But it didn't give me any like context. So I was like, okay, maybe not. So I decided to basically just do what he does, because it seemed like he might have messed up his line a little bit, and just fly up here. And this kind of gave me a little bit of a good draft, because it let me fly up to number 9. And at this point, Purple wants to go 3 wide. I'm like, fuck it, dog. Run that shit. Slam on my brakes, overheat my tires. I don't give a fuck. Purple tries to turn into me because he's a fucking idiot. He did that shit last race. That has to be the same dude. I haven't checked, but it has to be from the last video. I swear to God, I gotta check after this. Anyway, so we're gonna be coming up through here. At this point, I'm in P1, and I'm like, oh fuck, let me not try and fuck up this corner. And what do? I fuck up this corner. Oh my God. But look at this. White fucks up, slams into Purple, makes Purple go behind Green. Green was going wide, so he couldn't get a good angle through there. So my fuck up right here wasn't that bad. As soon as I fucked up, I was like, oh my God, they're on my ass. And then I looked up and I'm like, they're not? I was like, oh my God, what happened? That dude, Drew Peen, was yelling. That was the dude in the white car that got yelled, or that got spun out. He was, ooh, that boy was hot. Or at least I think that was Drew Peen. Was that him? Because it says Drew Peen ahead. That might have been him. I don't know. I think that was. Anyways, yeah, so we basically just fly through that lap. Not a lot happened. They're just following us kind of the whole time. Green did catch up, though. Let me give Green a little shout out. This dude was a little demon. This dude knew how to drive, you know what I'm saying? And we were down here in rookie league, you know, and he was whipping it. I was basically trying to right here fake him out, I think. I was trying to run him wide. I don't know. I'm trying a bunch of different moves, to be honest. I don't know what works and what does, because lack experience, but we are slowly getting up there, you know, like the battles in the next videos that'll come, y'all be like, damn, he driving like that now. Yup. Anyway, so yeah, we end up following this dude through the lap because I fucking suck and I can't catch up to him. Well, not that I suck, I didn't give myself enough practice. Like, yeah, we ran this map the night before and we kind of already knew it, but like I need like a nice little warm up, like maybe 30 minutes to an hour to just kind of get up on there. Oh, also this dude was going side by side, so I was like, he might be a little bit nervous, so let me just get and try and dive him, and let me try and lock up my brakes. I meant to do it a little bit closer to the inside right there, and I felt kind of like a dickhead just parking it right there on the apex, but it is what it is, bro. I gotta get past you on that first corner, right? So right here, I'm like, I have weird braking at this corner. I didn't know the lines exactly, to be fair. Like, even in the last video, like I was flying through there, but I wasn't like flying through there, you know what I'm saying? And especially after my first win, they upped it and gave me a way harder people, you know, because they were like, oh, you got that. I had a little bit of a slide right there, gave him a chance to catch up. That really sucked. I remember that kind of threw me off, and I was like, fuck, because like I said, I was literally telling my buddy, I was in Discord with him, I was like, this is it, this is my warm-up. I don't care if I get last place, I don't give a fuck. And then as soon as I was in first place, I was like, oh my god, I was like, I kind of want to battle for this. I was like, I could probably make this into a video. So I was like, okay, let me keep battling. So then I'm just gonna fly through. As you can see, my braking just sucks. And it's funny too, because like at the end of the week of this Miata race, I was so fucking good at these corners. But this first race in the beginning, or in the first thing in the morning, I was just, oh man, I was fucking up all sort of brake lines. It was insane. But so I basically just try and hold the inside again, because like I know that I'm messing up my lines, and I know that my biggest thing is just to try and run them wide and just take the inside every time that I can. And he held a good job of keeping me on the outside, or holding on the outside. So he comes through here, and I know that I kind of got to give him the space, but I try and go for it, and I end up turning into him like a fucking idiot, and he just goes. And I remember in that moment, I was like, shit, because like my whole thing was I was trying to go side by side with him, right? But I just, like I said, I messed up. I definitely was trying to like swing in to like keep on the side of him, but it just, I don't know, it's not one of those corners. I should have gave it up, because I honestly could have ruined his race too, and my race. Like, I could have fucked that way up instead of just a P1, P2 situation, you know? So that's definitely on me, you know? But you live and you learn, you know? It's racing. It is what it is, you know? At this point, I'm just basically trying to follow him through. I'm like, I'm accepting P2 at this point. Shout out Diablo. I'm accepting P2 at this point, and I'm like, hey man, you know, like, you're P2, one-time incident, like, you're good. Like, you're so good. This is gonna be so much SR. It's gonna be so much IR. Like, you're chilling. And as I'm thinking all that, as I'm just really accepting it, you know, I start thinking about what, like, kind of, I don't know, what series I want to do next, if that makes sense. And I'm kind of just like, okay, well, you know, because like they have the D-Class Ferrari, they have a few other shit, and I was like, okay, what could I chop up with next? I was kind of done with Miata at this point. Not that it's like a bad car, it's just, I don't know, I personally don't like some of the slides sometimes, and I know that's a me learning the braking kind of thing. Oh, I was pretty fast at that corner right there. And I and I know that's a, you know, like me kind of braking kind of thing, but I don't know, there's just some other cars that I've tried that I really like a little bit more, you know? So, I mean, I'll learn to race with it. I mean, I've won many races with the Miata, you know, but yeah, anyway, so we're gonna follow this dude through. This is the last lap. I'm literally like, all right, cool, we got P2 one times, awesome, this is sick, like I'll take it, this is gonna be so much. And then the Devil's Corner takes another baby, bam, and we go right through. Look at that, bang, P1. You already know what the fuck it is. Oh, I can't tell you how happy I got in this moment. I got excited just watching that. Do you know everything that has to align for him to fuck up that corner? You like, there is a reason I call that the Devil's Corner. That mother, one body every race. One every race. Anyways, it brings us to win, and it's very, very nice. I loved it. I was so happy. The race gods pleased me, and I somehow pleased them, even though I was driving like shit. They somehow let me win this race, so I appreciate that. But I mean, that's kind of it. Yeah, I mean, this race right here, as you'll see right here, got me into the D class. So I was like, let's fucking go. And the next up is the C class. Next up is to just try and run that and see if we're up there, because they say it's all about safety. So we just basically have to drive smooth. It'd be cool if we can just get lucky and win races like that over and over. But I know, we're gonna have to learn and we're gonna have to put in the hard work. So it's gonna be an adventure. But shout out to everybody, and appreciate y'all tuning in as well. I also believe we hit 10 subscribers, and that is fucking lit. So appreciate everybody that subscribed. Appreciate that shit. And then we should have another racing video out here soon. I got some other stuff I'm working on. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. And then everybody have a good day, good night, good whatever. All right, later.